Hi, this is your boy Terry, and in this video I'm going to be uh, participating in a contest by Block Trades. It's called and in Nomad, so a contest called Road to Steemfest, and I think this is the third. I don't know. It's done in a series. It's done in a series, so this is like part 3. And it's titled Steemfest or Road to Steemfest. What will you be doing there? Are you going there for business or pleasure? And I'm going to be answering that question in a video because I'm not physically fit. So I'll be using a video to answer the question, and the answer is, I'll just base it on percentages. It's going to be like more like 70% business and 30% pleasure. The truth is, I don't know if I'll be able to have pleasure in Thailand. It's my intention to have a measure of pleasure. I prefer to call it rest or a form of rehab. So if I'm going to be there for 2 weeks, it's going to be 2 weeks of rehab or rehabilitation. This comes with rest, along with a measure of pleasure, but pleasure in a bid to relax. My body does not have the ability to relax, and I suffer too much pain 24/7, and I don't sleep. So these things combined, it has become impossible to enjoy any human activity. Even things that are reflex in nature, like breathing, is difficult because of extreme pains. Here in the Philippines, I don't go anywhere. I don't have any leisure. I don't go anywhere because of too much pains. I don't travel. And there are many places in the Philippines that I'm sure have similarities with Thailand. In fact, people from all around the world come to the Philippines, to explore its nature and beauty. But I'm here and I don't have any of such activities. But I'm conscious about the trip to Thailand, where it happens, about using that time to rest, to relax or try to relax and have some pleasure. I'll definitely try the massages. I'm sure they have massages in the Philippines, and I'll try the massages there in a bit to relax for the most part. And of course, I'm going to be seeing many Steemians. Steemfest is going to be a treat. I mean, even unimaginable. Perhaps it will afford some tears of joy. For me, the significance is very big, and that'll bring us to the business aspect. I've been on Steam since the beginning, more than 3 years. I've seen its ups and downs. I've helped in the growth of Steam. I've loved Steam, from the very first day. And I've seen all the other blockchains. Since I got on Steam, then I started to look into blockchain technology and, the expanse of its beauty in the eyes of a legitimate illiterate. And my perception is very grand in terms of what it can accomplish, where it can head. And amongst all the blockchains out there, Steem has been it. It has done the experiments, it has done the tests, and it has stood, it has stayed. And I've wanted to be part of that success, and blockchain, even though it's an inanimate thing, managed to inspire me in my own journey. Too lazy to quit. And Steam It Inc., they have proven that as well. It's rare quality to be too lazy to quit. I missed all the pressure, all the hassle, all the odds. They have stayed. They've applied human virtues, improvised, innovated, communicated, done self-sacrifice, and human virtues that are innate. These virtues need to be dug. It's a rarity, and they've stayed. You know, a lot, when I got on Steam, the first person I went to look at is Ned. You know, I looked at his comments. I saw that his mom played a role in the name Steemit, and I recollected how Steemit as a word stuck because I found Steam in the search engines organically, and I didn't join Steam the first time. It was the second time because the word Steemit stuck. I look at things very deeply, you know, with the other sides of humans, like the spirit, the being, and then I connect the dots. And I've seen other blockchains. Under pressure, people will shift when the substance is not solid, is not, you know, is not deeply rooted. It will shake in the face of circumstances, and you'll see many projects under blockchain technology, you know, in their bid to mostly distribute rewards. You know, once the community leaves, you know, once there's no loyalty and then pressure sets in, the dream shakes. Steam has a vision within the dream, so it has two layers and it has stage. You know, so being a Steemfest is of great significance. There are people that I may have touched or managed to touch, and people who have touched me by virtue of the Steam blockchain, you know, that will see me, you know, from a distance. I may not even recognize them. Some of them have anonymous accounts, and perhaps they will come to me and say, "Oh, Terry, you know, you managed to touch me. Remember this, remember that." It's very special, and I'm going to cut the video short. Let's go to the business side because I don't have memory on this device. So to cut it short, there is the business aspect of things because I've had projects and I've really struggled. But I stay, you know, I stay. I do this with battles, you know, intensest levels of pain, unforeseen occurrences and all that, and I stay. And I consider my presence in Thailand a measure of breakthrough, just being there alone, because it's the third Steemfest, and the last time I attempted, my mom was dying, I was denied of a visa. This time it is very near, and I'll be giving a speech as well. I'm on the list of speakers, you know, so there's a chance for me to make a measure of impact, and, you know, and perhaps I'll touch some people who will begin to apply their spirit and being towards helping me in my movement, you know, the sides to my movement that's missing, they can complement, especially the development aspect of things. You know, I like to discuss my projects and perhaps solidify relationships that would have been solid or more solid if there's a physical and spiritual connection, which is going to be possible by being present at Steemfest and, you know, being side by side with these people, employees of Steam. I wish Ned was there. I'd have loved to talk to Ned, but there are other employees there. I'd like to take gifts there as well. You know, something that can leave a lasting impact. I want to manage to touch the soft spot of every person there. You know, appeal to their soft spots and stay present in their mind for the long term. We have a long way to go when it comes to Steam and world adjustment. And this is the business side, but it's deeper than a business side because money is the smaller things, and that's one thing that Steam has shown. Money is thin air. In reality, we give money value, and, you know, we should seek each other. People should join Steam because they want to be in the midst of Terry. You know, rewards have, you know, there's a large spectrum when it comes to rewards that we can even explore. Give rewards more testimonial essence than just something to satisfy an impulse or to satisfy a need. You know, a lot has been learned on Steam, and my presence at Steemfest will solidify many things. Relationships that may have formed and may have become solid will be solidified once I'm there. And, you know, I can pass my story and history as well, and implore, you know, be able to get support, more so friendship, brotherhood. You know, I want to be real friends with people for the long term. You know, Let's do this relationship for generations yet born, that they know that we were here. That they know that we did the hustle, and they can have a measure of comfort. We're in the generation of blockchain, we witnessed it. This should count for something, for generations yet born. So, well, there will be the business side, but more so the brother side and business side. I'm more about real human growth when it comes to blockchain and its utility. Success of blockchain, whether bulls or bears, because humans are involved. So I hope to meet some of my brothers there, and I hope to, have some breather from moments that are bound to happen there. Moments where someone touches me and says, Terry, and, life is about these moments, and I hope to get some relief as well and continue living. Anyway, I'll stop there. I'm your boy Terry once again, surpassing Google across the internet. Support me, help me go to Steemfest. The price of the ticket is going to increase again by 20% in a week's time, and I witnessed it increase by 20% already, and I don't have a dime, in truth, and I'm getting to that stage where I'll be here with my dad without a roof. This is guaranteed if I don't get support, because my health has really deteriorated. I'm practically functionless, and I'm going to push with everything like I always do, so that is not the case. But supporting me for Steemfest will help, because at least it will help me buy time, 1 or 2 months, where I can push each day, and that can spark possibilities. So support me to go to Steemfest. It's an opportunity, it's near me. This has never been the case, and I'm going to be speaking there as well, and this is going to be grand, really grand. A giant moment.